It's no secret. It is literally no secret that Pastor Dowell advocates that you do everything you can within your power to become self-sufficient, to become independent of this system, simply because it cannot be trusted. It's one thing after another, after another, after another, after another that they keep proving over and over and over and over and over that it cannot be trusted, especially on the food issue. Now, I want y'all to watch something here. Check this out, okay? This is shocking. I'm sure you already read the title and the headline. It's just utterly amazing. Look at this. Aldi confirms up to 100% horse meat in beef products. Now, listen to me. Middle class people, rich people, they don't shop at Aldi's. The majority of people that shop at Aldi's are what is classified as the low income or poor people. And let me be the first to state that classification is not based on how much income that you obtain, even though that's the way that this world functions. Myself personally, I believe classification should be based on the character of a man or a woman. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read this shocking news article, and I'm going to include a link below for you to read yourself. You see the reason why I show you videos of the cows that we have here and why we butcher our own meat and why we do everything we can to raise our own food? Because you don't know what these people are giving you out there at that store. You look at that stuff in that store, by the time they color it, by the time they shoot it up with all the dyes and lies and fries and everything else, you don't know what you're eating. You have no idea what you just assume. And then when you look at the so-called integrity of FDA, you can tell that it's not in their best interest to tell you the truth about anything. It's all about the bottom line. It's about the dollar. And, this is a literal insult. And there should be lawsuits from one end of this planet to the next to shut this store down, especially for those of us who are literally offended because we do not eat unclean meats or unclean foods. Anyway, Aldi confirms up to 100% horse meat in beef products. Supermarket says it is angry with the supplier of Carmigel after tests revealed that 30% and 100% horse meat in withdrawn ready meals. Look at this. Look at this. Aldi withdrew its today's special frozen beef lasagna and spaghetti bolognese products earlier in the week as a precaution. And then they put the photograph up here. The Environment Secretary is due to the Food Standards Agency, Food Suppliers and Retailers on Saturday to discuss the horse meat scandal after Aldi became the latest supermarket to confirm its withdrawal. Beef products contain up to 100% horse meat. Owen Patterson said it was unacceptable that consumers were missold products, but that the problems originated overseas. In other words, they don't want to take personal responsibility for it hitting the shelf. See, we have standards in this country. Forget this blame shifting and putting forth the finger and everything. We have responsibility, direct responsibility in this country to make sure that before the food hit the shelves. That's the reason why we have the Food and Drug Administration. See, this is people refusing to accept responsibility when all the time they knew exactly what was going on. It's a literal insult. Let me read this because I'm going to get enraged. I'm already inflamed. I'm already seriously enraged right now, but I'm going to try to stay this course, so bear with me. See, because I know that food is directly related to health. And you people got to hear me. I mean, hear me good. The decisions that I made in life have proven to me over and over again, 1,000 times over, that I've been correct. I've been correct. I have literally been correct. Anyway, let me move on. All right. We believe that the two particular cases of the frozen burgers from Tesco and the lasagna of the Findus are linked to suppliers in Ireland and France, respectively. We and the food standard agencies are working closely with the authorities in these countries as well as with the Europol to get to the root of the problem, he said. Patterson said he believed, time out. No, they ain't. They're all in cahoots. They're all in the bed. Now it's time to play throw each other under the bus thing. So we don't accept responsibility, so we can put forth the finger and blame these other people, because all the while they was making these profits, it wasn't important to investigate this. All the while they was putting this horse meat on the shelves, it wasn't important to investigate this. You see, world, especially you American, the world already has an opinion about Americans, and ain't no telling what they shipping in and feeding you when you go out there to these supermarket shelves. You assume that you're eating 100% beef because they said it. But you look at their laws. Their laws is like a forked-term serpent. They can say whatever they want to say. Hey, in products, it can contain here in America, and it's lawful, up to 1% of what be considered the main ingredient of a product, and they will call that product that name. I'm serious. You can go out and think that you're buying chicken or beef, and it can contain up to 85% pork, but as long as it contains at least 1 to 5% beef, they'll call it a beef product. Anyway, where was I at? Patterson said he believed that the food was safe, but urged consumers to return products to the retailers. How you going to return products you've already done ate, consumed, and it's gone out in a dross? The French authorities are saying they are viewing this issue as a case of fraud rather than food safety. Anyone who of these products, or anyone who has these products in their freezer, should return them to the retailers as a precaution. Findus denied the reports that the company first knew that there was horse meat in its products last year. Findus wants to be absolutely explicit that they were not aware of any issues of contamination with horse meat last year. It is said in a statement that they were only made aware of a possible August 2012 date of the later date, 2nd February 2013, from the supplier Comdrel, and it's spelled Comigel. I possibly could not be pronouncing right. About the Findus was already conducted. Now, wait a minute. Let me finish this. A full supply of the chain traceable, reviewed, and had proactive initiated DNA tests. Let me tell you something. This is that stuff I keep trying to tell you people about. You remember under the Clinton administration, they kept wanting to push this free trade stuff, outsourcing free trade. This is a direct result of all this free trade is coming in, because you don't know the food that is on your shelves, where it comes from today. You assume that it comes from here. And now you look at Walmart. You know, it used to be a time that you could go to a store, you could see the beef hanging up in there, and you could tell the butcher, this is what you want. He would start cutting it for you right there on the spot. Now there are no more butchers. There are really no more meat processors in the stores. They're all shipped in prepackaged so that you don't know what you're getting. All right. Metropolitan Police said that in a statement that it was not carrying out a criminal investigation. Why? Kind of like, we're following the same policies, because this is also the same system that refuses to carry out a criminal investigation of these bankers who are literally raping, robbing, murdering, and pillaging the people, the citizenry of the United States of America. Now you see the reason why I keep telling you, opt out, opt out, opt out. Bellyache, moan, bawl, squall, all you want. But when it's all said and done, you have no choice. You people in the cities, you finished. You done for. But see, because you have no choice but to depend on what they say. Anyway, so I don't lose what I'm saying. Let me read this last paragraph. The Metropolitan Police said in a statement it was not carrying out a criminal investigation. Although we have met with the FSA, we have not started an investigation and will not do so unless it becomes clear there has been any criminality under the jurisdiction of the Metropolitan Police Service. Aldi said that it felt angry and let down by its French suppliers, Comdrel, after tests on today's special frozen beef lasagna and today's special frozen spaghetti bolognese found they contained between 30 to 100% horse meat. All right. Carmagel, which also produced the contaminated Findus beef lasagna, has blamed its suppliers. Eric, whatever his name is, said he believed his company was buying French beef from a company called Spanagro, but it had since told him it had come from Romania. What the hell are we doing eating beef from Romania and France any damn way here in America when we got all these cows all over the place? Well, let me put it like this. Why are you eating that stuff? Because Straightway ain't fooling with that mess. I can take a camera right now and go out here in this yard right here and show you what our beef looks like. Anyway, well, Pastor Dowell, everybody's not in the position that you in. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Been there, done that. I've been in your position. And I'm not belly aching, moaning, bawling, and squalling. I've been there before, done that. Been in debt. Been in car debt. Yeah, I've been in all that stuff. Been in all that junk. Lived out there in that world. Depended upon the system. But I woke up one day and I said, you know what? They ain't got our best interests in mind. No, they don't. No, they don't. And they're going to keep us and control us. That's how you do. You control a population by keeping it sick. You people better wake up. And you don't have no choice but to wake up. And you people that are making no preparation whatsoever at all, you already done and finished. So stop with your excuse making. Stop with your belly aching and stuff. And stop acting like I don't know. I've been where you are. And I'm not there no more. And I'm glad that I'm not. And so are the saints. And if you are a saint, you should be making the same moves. Because otherwise, you are subject to that system. And you have no recourse for your action. Because you're not going to protest this government for any redress and agreement. Because if you do, they're going to come out with the police, with SWAT teams and everything else. And they're going to stamp out all the residue. Anyway, let me get back here before I get to preaching again. All right. What is this? This is completely unacceptable, and like all other infected companies, we feel angry and let down by our suppliers. If the label says beef, our customers expect it to be beef. Suppliers are absolutely clear that they are required to meet the stringent specifications, and that we do not tolerate any failure to do so, he said. The company added that it would test its meats for the veterinarian drug, whatever that word is. I mean, PHENYLBUTAZONE. You can't pronounce that stuff. You shouldn't even be putting it in your body anyway. Often referred to as brute. But he said it was confident that the meals were safe. How the hell can the meals be safe when you putting horses? You see the double talk? I told you, serpent tongue. You see the double talk they doing? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hospitals and education authorities were also checking the food that they provided for traces of horse meat. A spokeswoman of the local authority centers of association said that we are as sure as we can be that it is not affecting the school's catering area. No, you ain't sure. You ain't even sure about the test. You didn't even know there was horse meat in it. So how can you be sure, you stupid idiots? She said that there were strict guidelines around food safety, supplying dinners to schools. Yeah, there's supposed to be strict guidelines in everything that you do, but your guidelines have been breached. They've been compromised. I'm going to tell you people something. You keep on trusting whatever these corporations are putting out and saying, you deserve exactly what you get. Include transparency of the traceability of an ingredient provenance, and it was written into contracts. Food businesses have been told to send test results of all their products to the FSA by Friday, but Patterson is expected to tell the MPs in the statement on Monday that some of the suppliers have been complaining to departmental officials that they have come under pressure from supermarket suppliers to cut corners. See, 1 minute they deceive you. Next minute in the next statement, if you're discerning enough, they tell you the truth, what has happened. Huh? What we got is an old-fashioned shakedown. And if you people don't comply, we're going to give you some cement boots. Now, you put this horse meat in this product and call it beef, or we're going to waterboard you half to death and your family. That's what's really going on. All right. As David Cameron indicated that he would have no qualms about eating the sort of processed meat dishes that have been at the heart of the recent scare. Well, of course, he's supposed to say that. He's a politician. He's supposed to get up there and politically grandstand and lie. David Cameron is no better than Barack Hussein Obama, no better than George W. Bush. They're all politics. If they mouth moving, they're lying. Authorities insisted that there was no evidence of the frozen food in general was a risk to the human health. Do you trust authorities? I don't. Who call them authorities anyway? So that's why I keep telling you are your own authority. You better believe it. But the FSA advised consumers who had bought the, affected beef lines from Findus to not eat them. They had not been tested for the presence of this, whatever this drug is, which is banned in the human food chain. It can cause a serious blood disorder in rare cases. The Guardian has also established that the FSA has been unable to trace all the horses slaughtered in the UK that test positive for the brute last year. The agency has routinely been testing less than 1% of slaughtered horses for the drug, but found 4 positives in the samples of 82 carcasses in 2012. It carried out a special edition survey on further 63 horses last year and found 5% of those contained residues, bringing the total to a positive to 9. The Red Line Abattoir, whatever it is, owned by the High Peak Meat Exports, has admitted that 2 of its slaughter horses have tested positive for the brute. Historically, he said that it was typically in the industry as a whole that the residue levels were so low as not to be a public health issue. Y'all hearing that? In other words, it's in there. You can consume some of it, but it was so low that it's not a risk. Yeah, says who? You still want to eat this junk? Oh boy. The abattoir is currently under investigation by the FSA for alleged animal welfare abuses. Excuse me. The 3 of its slaughters have had their licenses to kill horses rescinded. Licenses to kill horses rescinded. The company said that FSA's responsibility to inspect horses at whatever this company is and decided whether they were fit for the human chain. I didn't even know we was eating horses. In America, you don't see horse meat on the shelves. But apparently it's been there for a long time. I tell you what. The FSA found, this article's long. Let me see how much time I got left in this video. Ooh, man, I'm about to cut it short and get y'all to actually read some of this because I'm up against my YouTube deadline of 20 minutes right here. Anyway, I'm going to skip to the bottom, let you finish reading it. Labor has claimed that its loss of 700 trading standards offices in 3 years has made the type of consumer fraud more widespread. I tell you what, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Keep on going out there. Belly aching, making excuses for your present condition. As long as you're in the same state you're in and you don't make any moves, you're never going to see change. You're going to keep on staying where you are. And this is the main problem here in America. You keep listening to the same people who are in the same situation you are, you definitely ain't going to change. There'll never be any changes. You don't go out there and get financial advice from somebody who's got a closet full of credit cards or is in over $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 in debt. You don't get no financial advice from them. You're not going to have nobody who lives in the city tell you to move to the country. You know why? Because they're in the city. So therefore, their information can't be trusted because they do not understand, nor do they have an experience. Now, somebody like me who's been there and come out, I can tell you why you need to get out of the city and move to the country and start raising your own food. And the proof is in the pudding.